Hello viewers, this is Not Too Fast here. In today's video, I'll be doing a 1-year update on my 2019 Honda Odyssey. This one I have here is the Elite trim, so it's fully loaded with all the options. Currently I have 20,500 miles on it, and I just passed the 1-year mark of owning this vehicle. In the past year, I've installed many factory and non-factory accessories on this vehicle. Those videos are on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed and check them out. Now this Honda Odyssey does get driven daily, and I've also taken it on several long road trips from Atlanta to Miami. So my family and I have spent many hours in this van. It has great handling, is very quiet, and I think this is the best looking minivan on the market right now. In this video, I'll go over all the things I like about this van and things that I think Honda can improve on. Now with 20,500 miles, the only service I've done on this vehicle are 3 oil changes and 3 tire rotations. I've not had to take this to a dealer for any mechanical or electrical issues. However, there was one issue I had with the front passenger door when I first took delivery of it back in November 2018.
Here's a video of the problem I had with this door. As you can see, the inside edge of the front passenger door has a crack. It appears the seam sealer between the inside door panel and the door frame separated, resulting in this crack that you see here. I took it back to the dealer where I purchased this vehicle, and they took care of it right away. As you can see now, they did an excellent job, and you can't tell it ever had a problem. So let's start by going over some of the things I like about this Honda Odyssey. Now keep in mind, some of the features I'll go over is only available on this Elite trim. Now one of the main reasons I chose a minivan is its versatility. Whether you're transporting people or cargo, it's definitely the most convenient platform for all your needs. With all the seats up, this van can carry 8 people. And when you fold a third row seat, you can put a lot of stuff in the cargo area. Now I do want to point out the second row seat does not fold flat, but the seats are removable. As you can see, I've used this to transport many things, and I really like the roominess it has. In the second row, you can remove the middle seat. Once you do that, you can slide this left and right seat in and out. Pull on this handle, you slide it in and out. You can do the same thing with the other seat. If you put it in this position, then it's very easy for people to get into the third row. Besides the versatility, this vehicle has a very comfortable ride. It has great handling, and I really enjoy driving it in the city or on the highway. The front seats in this vehicle is very comfortable, and your body's not aching even after a 3-4 hour drive. To reduce wind noise, they've installed acoustic glass on the front windshield and the side window from the LX trim to the Touring trim. Now if you have the Elite trim like this one, the acoustic glass is also installed on the sliding door. What the acoustic glass is are 2 layers of safety glass with an inside layer of transparent and elastic acoustic membrane. This results in a very quiet ride with very little road noise coming into the cabin. With the LED headlights, besides looking very nice, they put out a lot of light, and it really lights up the road when you're driving at night. Now on this trim, it also comes with LED fog lights. So together with the headlight, it's able to illuminate the road ahead of you and the area directly in front of you. This makes for safer driving at night. Now this Honda Odyssey is very wide. In fact, I'll hit both sides of my garage if I just go in like this. But luckily, with this trim, I do have power folding mirror. Press this button right here, and the mirrors will fold in. That'll allow me to park my car in the garage. I also like the cabin watch feature. Press that button. It'll allow me to see everything happening in the second row and third row. I can also zoom in. This is great to have if you're going on a road trip and you have passengers or kids in the back. This way you can see what's going on without turning your head around, which can be very dangerous if you're driving. This camera also has night vision, so you'll be able to see what's going on at night. Now this is the first car I've owned that has a capless fuel filler. I really like it, it's very convenient. As you can see, I don't have to remove any gas cap. There is a locking mechanism, so when the doors are locked, this will not open. Let me give you a quick tip. If the fuel door malfunctions and does not open, there is actually a manual release. See this yellow cord? Just pull on it and open up the fuel door. This vehicle has a brake hold feature. When the vehicle comes to a stop, the brakes will automatically engage and prevent the car from moving forward. This is great if you're at a stoplight. You don't have to keep your foot on the brake pedal. When you're ready to move, just step on the gas and the brake will release. Very convenient. So let's talk about things that I am not too crazy about this Honda Odyssey. Some of the things I'll be talking about is not necessarily a problem, but perhaps maybe these are things that we can do without, or perhaps Honda can improve on. First thing I'll talk about is if you look at the steering wheel, right behind it, it comes with paddle shifters. I'm not really sure why Honda put these in here. I've never used them. I don't see any purpose in having paddle shifter for a minivan. It's kind of silly. One feature I really wish Honda did put in this vehicle is a round view camera system. Given the size of this Honda Odyssey, it would be so nice to have an around view system for a van of this size. Even in the highest trim level, this van only has one camera, which is a backup camera. There are no cameras at the front or the side. I think they could have saved some money on the paddle shifter and put it into an around view camera system. Here's a look at the around view system in my Nissan Pathfinder. As you can see, it gives you a 360-degree view around the entire vehicle. Very handy to have if you're maneuvering in a tight space. The next complaint I have on this model is the intermittent wiper. Now with a regular intermittent wiper, when you turn this on, there's a time interval when the wiper turns on. But with this Elite trim, there's a rain sensor on the windshield. Now if you look at this, there's off, intermittent, and on. Whenever you switch to intermittent, it will activate the rain sensing wiper. There is no option here for a manual intermittent wiper mode. Sometimes it moves very fast, sometimes it moves very slow, and sometimes when there's no rain, the wiper is still moving very quickly. Another weird thing about this car is even though it has front parking sensor, like you see right here, there are no parking sensors in the middle, which makes no sense. Because if I'm parking, I want to know how close I am to the vehicle in front of me. But there are no sensors here. So the only detection you have are for objects at the corner of the vehicle. Now normally to unlock the door, all you need is a key nearby the vehicle, touch a handle, and it'll unlock. Same thing to lock it. Now if you have the remote control next to your cell phone, like what I normally do when I put it in my pocket, the remote doesn't work. Now I'm going to touch a handle, nothing. And I'm literally 4 inches away. But the moment I take away my cell phone, same thing with locking the car. I'll put the remote next to my phone. It does not work. Take away my phone, it locks. This is something Honda need to fix because it affects everyday use. Next is the second row seat belt. As you can see, they've integrated the seat belt into the shoulder area of the seats. They did this so the seat can slide side to side. However, because the seat belt is so close to your neck, the first thing my kids complain about when they put on a seat belt is a belt rubbing against their neck, which is very uncomfortable. That's why I installed these pads on here, which kind of helps. The last thing I'll talk about is the second row vents. They've moved it from the ceiling to the middle portion of the vehicle right here. Now you can imagine during a hot summer, heat rises to the top. And right now there are no vents cooling the air at the top. And this makes for a very uncomfortable ride for the first 20 minutes when you're driving until the air circulates and cool. One more thing I want to talk about is the fuel economy. The average fuel economy I get in the city is about 20 miles per gallon. If I go on a road trip and drive this for hours on the highway, I'll get about 25, 26 miles per gallon. Now this with the econ mode on. You might lose 1 or 2 miles per gallon if you turn off the econ mode. Well, that's it. This is my 1-year update on this 2019 Honda Odyssey. Personally, I'm very happy with this minivan. Again, besides having the cracked seam sealer on the door when I first picked it up, that's the only issue I've had since buying this car. As much electronics that's in this vehicle, I've had no issues with the radio, navigation, or climate control. Everything works well. And more importantly, I've had no issues with mechanical or noise and rattles. Thank you for watching, and remember to click on thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave one in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, remember to click on a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button to support this channel. Also click on the notification bell so you'll get notified of my new videos. Thank you and have an awesome day.